Okay, so we're going to go over an exercise how to claim the door from the dogs, because handling security is typically handled by an authority figure dog. So we want them to understand that that's handled by the humans now. Now, when most people have a guest at their door, they rush because your dogs bark, and then you think, well, I'll get to the door fast and that'll stop them from barking. It doesn't, and what it tells the dogs is whoever this jerk is outside is making my humans upset, so I really have to bark at them. So when I get up to answer the door, I'm going to do it very casually. Again, you're just going to go and sit right there and just watch the whole perspective, but I'd like to be able to have the dogs in the foreground as well as seeing what I'm doing. Now, I'm going to break down answering the door into individual steps, kind of like what we did the exercise we just got done doing with the collar, so that the dog is able to process each one. Now, I'm going to use the third escalating consequence that I went over by taking territory. So I'm going to move the dogs away way before I open the door. I'm going to establish a boundary right at the edge of your stairs that they are not allowed to cross that threshold while I answer the door. So come over here and film them and grab a seat. So again, I'm very casual about it. Now she's already staying, she's again less secure, so she's staying back. So I insert myself between them and the door. That's a protest. She thinks this is my job. So now they're stationary. I take one step back and I read them. So I'm using the same steps we did in the leadership exercise. There we go. Sat, I can take a big step. I pause in between each step to read them. If they come forward, I rush at them, is my way of saying no. Full acceleration until they get across this line. I'm going a little bit faster than you should. You should pause a little bit longer. Now when I get to the door, so as soon as he thought I was opening the door, he came forward. So that's what I mean about breaking down individual steps. So I get to the door. Now, this sound precedes, see how he's leaning forward? Because this sound normally means the door's about to open, so they rush forward. Same thing with this sound and this one. So I want to break down each individual step so they can process it while staying in place. This is what I call putting the dog in position to succeed. That's awesome. She laid down. There you go. So he sat down so I can take multiple steps. Now I open a crack. At any point they come forward, I abort and I rush towards them. Now when I open it, I'm going to step forward. I'm going to step forward and open the door behind me. There we go. Now I know this is not appropriate when you have guests, so that's why I would suggest you guys practice with each other. Mm-hmm. Eventually, they'll just stand behind the line like they are now and say, are you going to go get that? Now I can do the same thing with this door. All right, come on in. I'm guessing all right or okay is your command word to release. I would change that, because that's what triggered the response. Mm. Come on in. Now I'm going to turn my authority away, but I'm keeping my eye here. So then I can say hi to my guest. Thank you for coming to your own home. If you have a guest that comes in that's not a dog person, they feel comfortable because your dogs are behind. Mm-hmm. Now if it's a creep that comes in to try to mess with you, your dogs can be here in 2 seconds to back you up. But the distance will help them relax. Now this is anxiety because he's used to coming up and handling this himself. But if you take over this exercise, that really elevates you as having more status and authority than they do. She's going to be easier than him. She gave it up easily. Mm-hmm. But any crossing of this threshold is, I'm not trying to bump him, but I mean, right, he has to go back. Now, if they put one toenail over, you rush, and you rush the full speed until this is base, this is tag area, or whatever you want. Mm-hmm. I haven't played that game in a long time. But basically, this is one of my favorite exercises to do because it's usually about 6 or 12 times. Then they will just sit back there and let you go answer the door, and you don't have to do all this stuff. Now, if they lay across the line like that, that's across the line. Initially, I would probably recommend that you don't allow that, but when they lay down, they're also respecting the spirit of the exercise. So it's kind of it could go either way. But dogs, if you give them an inch, they're going to push and take as much as they can. So I just find that right from the get-go is to set the parameters very strictly helps. Now, if you have maybe something you put down there that will hold shape, maybe a divider rod or something so they can see where it is, it makes it a little bit easier. But just like the leadership exercise I showed you before, okay, there. So again, that was a perfect example. I'm going to take an inch.
Yeah.
But I don't want anything but air between them and the door. They're doing the work, not a leash, not a baby gate. It's their job to serve us as opposed to the other way around. Leader, follower. All right.
Okay.